What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Boo TV. Appreciate you for joining. Like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get into the topic for today. This one's about the boy J. Kidd. All right. I feel like Jason Kidd is really forgotten in NBA history. I hear people blurt out their top point guards of all time, their top 5, their top 10 point guards of all time, and then either Jason Kidd is completely left off the list or he's barely squeaking in at 10. Now, there's been a lot of great point guards in this league, and if you got him in your top 10, you know, where he's placed in that top 10 can be debatable. But I really feel like Jason Kidd is somewhere between 1 through 6 person. Oh, not, I don't have him as number 1, but I think he's a top 5 or 6 point guard of all time. Now, I hear a lot of people always mention Steve Nash and don't mention Jason Kidd. My personal opinion, I think Jason Kidd was a better point guard than Steve Nash. Was Steve Nash a better shooter? Absolutely. Was Steve Nash a better scorer? Absolutely. Outside of that, Steve Nash did nothing better than Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd was superior than Steve Nash in every other way, with the exception of scoring and shooting and the percentages that come with it. Even when I would do the eye test, I would watch these players play, I always felt that Jason Kidd was the better player. Steve Nash really took off when he got with Mike D'Antoni and got placed in the Mikey D system, is when his career really took off. And we've seen a lot of players benefit with the Mike D'Antoni system because of how much focus there is on the point guard, and the ball is always in their hands and they're always making the decisions. A lot of pick and roll, a lot of spread offense. I wonder what Jason Kidd could have been under Mike D'Antoni. But he never had Mike D'Antoni. And without having been placed in a system like that, Jason Kidd still was an ungodly point guard, or godly point guard, however you want to look at it. Jason Kidd, people look at the 2 MVPs that Steve Nash had, and they're like, well, Steve Nash had 2 MVPs. Yeah, if you go back, I think Steve Nash, he definitely shouldn't have won that MVP in the 2005/2006 season. I thought there were better candidates for that. And if you want to give him the one for the 2004-2005 season, okay. But yeah, I think I got those years right for the Steve Nash, and he got back-to-back MVPs, and MVPs are great, but I know how biased these MVP awards are, in which they change the criteria for players receiving the MVP. Right, it's always some type of different reasoning or criteria that needs to be met to get an MVP award. So I don't place a whole lot of weight on MVPs. There's far greater players than Steve Nash that never had MVPs or had less MVPs, but are unquestionably a better player and had a better career than Steve Nash. All right. So I don't put a whole lot of weight into MVPs. Not a whole lot. With that being said, this isn't so much to debate Jason Kidd versus Steve Nash, but I had to bring that point up. Now, I think J. Kidd is a far better point guard because he was superior in every other way. And to me, it wasn't even close in other categories. And one of those categories is defense. And we'll let that segue into more of a Jason Kidd. Keep calling him Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd centric episode. Jason Kidd led the NBA in assists 5 times. Jason Kidd made all NBA team. Take a guess. I'll let you think about it. nine times All NBA, including making All NBA first team 5 times. 5 times All NBA first team. Listen to me now. People forget how amazing Jason Kidd was. And like I said, another reason that separated him from Nash and a lot of other point guards was his defense. He was a 6'3", 6'4" point guard, and he was a tenacious defender. Not only was Jason Kidd getting steals and rebounds, he was locking players down too. Jason Kidd would mix it up with the bigs, bro. So with that defensive, with the defense, Jason Kidd, take a guess. 9 All-NBA defensive teams, including 4 times All-Defensive First Team. 4 times All-Defensive First Team. 5 times All-Defensive Second Team. That's how elite of a defender Jason Kidd was. Jason Kidd also got Rookie of the Year and also made the All-Rookie First Team. And another thing is that people forget also that Steve Nash and Jason Kidd played together. Jason Kidd was already on the Dallas Mavericks when Nash got drafted, and Jason Kidd took him under his wing before they went their separate ways. Right? So people forget that too. Jason Kidd also is, like I said, an exceptional rebounder. Make no mistake about it. Jason Kidd is 4th all-time in triple-doubles, behind Russ, Oscar Robertson, and Magic Johnson. Jason Kidd was a triple-double machine, bro. A triple-double machine. 6'3", mixing it in with the bigs. In a time, he played most of his career in an era where there were legitimate big men, big, strong bodies at the 3, 4, and 5, and elite rebounders at the 3, 4, and 5. And Jason Kidd was in there scrumming up, grabbing boards, bro. And he ain't even athletic. He's just smart. He knows about positioning. He knows about using his body, using his legs. That these kind of things don't get mentioned. They don't get talked about. Also, Jason Kidd is also 2nd all-time in assists, with over 12,000 career assists. And to me, Jason Kidd is a top 5 point guard of all time. Not to mention, we didn't even get to the championships, right? 3 NBA Finals appearances with one championship. Now, like I said, y'all know me. I put everything into context. I put everything in context. Yes, when he won that championship with the Dallas Mavericks in 2011, no, he was not prime Jason Kidd. No. But he was also not some bum off the bench only logging 5 to 10 minutes a game. He was still an integral part and a staple part of that Dallas Mavericks team. And if I'm not mistaken, he was still starting and played a very important role in their wins against the defending champion Lakers when they swept them, and the upset against the Miami Heat in the finals. He was a very integral part of that run. So I'm not going to sit here and act like Jason Kidd was a complete shell of himself and was just a veteran that they have on the bench that'll play 5 to 10 minutes. He was a contributor. Not prime Jason Kidd, but he was a contributor. Like I said, y'all know me. I put things into context. So like I said, the one championship he won, dude, I look like Steppenwolf with my beard. With the one championship that he won, wasn't prime Jason Kidd. Now, we'll go back to his first 2 finals appearances, which was against the Lakers and the Spurs in 2002 and 2003. He led those New Jersey Nets to 2 consecutive back-to-back final appearances. Yeah, I'm not going to fault anybody for losing to the Lakers or Spurs in the first decade of the 2000s. Those were extremely elite teams. I ain't even faulting nobody for losing to Shaq and Kobe and Duncan, Ginobili, and Parker in the Greg Popovich system and support system he has there in San Antonio. I can't even be mad at you for losing. Most of the teams that went in as into those finals appearances, facing the Lakers or Spurs, were usually always underdogs. I think they were all underdogs for most of them. All right. But that New Jersey Nets team, if I remember correctly, I didn't look this up, that before Jason Kidd, I think it was a trade? I think it was a trade for Stephon Marbury that sent Jason Kidd over to the Suns. I think it was a straight up trade for Marbury. Might have had some picks and some other players, can't remember. But I could be mistaken, but I didn't research this before hopping on and doing this. But I think that was a trade. And I don't even think they made the playoffs under Marbury the previous year. But the minute Jason Kidd got on that team, I don't know how much of the rest of the roster was maintained from the last year with Starbury, but Jason Kidd took them. He turned the franchise completely around. Turned the franchise around, and I think it was that first year with New Jersey he took them straight to the finals. Like I could be wrong, but I think it was that first year he took them straight to the finals. That was on Jason Kidd's willpower and his amazing ability to manage a team, to lead a team, to play defense, to galvanize his team to play defense, to run the offense, to put people in their places. Jason Kidd was an exceptional passer. Jason Kidd, I think, my personal opinion, and I put everything in context. I look at assist numbers, but when I'm talking about ability to pass, right? I think Magic Johnson throws the best passes I've ever seen. But I think after Magic, I think Jason Kidd throws the best passes I've ever seen. Yeah, there might be John Stockton may have more career assists, but I think Jason Kidd was a better passer and a more talented passer. Another thing where I found that what made Jason Kidd's passing so amazing, like if you just watch his passes, you're like, oh shit, Jason Kidd literally had eyes in the back of his head. Dude could just put the ball anywhere. And like I said, what I think also made Jason Kidd's passing unique and special was that Jason Kidd was never a elite scorer. He could score the ball. I'm not going to sit here and act like he was a bum. He could score the ball. He didn't become a better shooter until later in his career. He became a better shooter. But because defenses weren't playing him to score, they were playing him for the pass. You see what I mean? It's a lot harder. It's a lot easier to make a pass when they're going to play you for the bucket first, right? Because the attention is on you as a scorer, and defenses are more liable to leave their man once you make your move on offense. And it's easier to find that open man because you're going to draw attention as a scorer from multiple defenders. A la LeBron James, right? Yeah, we all know well, they usually say LeBron's always pass first. That's taken a little bit out of context, but realistically, people are guarding LeBron for on the mentality that he's going to drive it to the paint first. Once LeBron starts taking in the paint, defenses collapse because they know he's going up. They're going to foul him, or LeBron's going to dish it off, or he's going to find his open man, swinging the ball, or going mid post and then pass out to shooters, or cutters, or pick and pop. Used to run a lot of pick and pop. Was Ildrila Tagauskas. But it's a lot easier to make passes when you have so much attention drawn on you as an offensive player because of your ability to score. Same, even the same with Steve Nash. And Dean Tony's system help him with that. And it also helps when you have other threats on the floor, of course. But Jason Kidd was never guarded in that manner. So they were guarding Jason Kidd knowing that, well, he's definitely going to pass. And if he's going to shoot, we're going to leave him open a lot of the times. Or they play sag-off defense, what they call sag defense. The defender steps off and it has some freedom to roam the passing lanes and roam traffic because the player with the ball isn't necessarily a threat to score. And Jason Kidd was still able to put the ball in miraculous places right in the hands for easy buckets, easy dimes, not being guarded to score. It's so much harder to get an assist to find the open man, to create an open man when they're not playing you to score and when they're specifically playing you to pass. It's so much harder. And it didn't stop Jason Kidd from being great. And it didn't stop J. Kidd from making the pass. Exceptional. Absolutely exceptional. Like I said, I put everything in context. I've watched his career. I look at stats. I look at the eye test. I look at context. I look at story. And then I put that all in the pot. I whip it up. And then I come with my conclusion after I analyze it. Right? You know, I look at John Stockton, who's the assist leader. Kudos to him. But when I watch John Stockton play and the type of passes he throws, you can clearly see that he wasn't as talented or as good a passer as Jason Kidd. A lot of Stockton's passes were very basic, bounce passes. And a lot of it came from Karl Malone, popping, shooting a mid-range jumper, cutting. And it was, John Stockton was just, don't get me wrong, no disrespect. He was amazing. He got the ball where it needed to be. But versus Jason Kidd, Stockton couldn't pass like Kidd. But, you know, don't let me tell you, because y'all know me. I don't know what I'm talking about, right? But we'll watch some highlights together right here on this video, and we will take a look at the amazing passer that Jason Kidd was. Let's take a look at it. All right, what we have here is Jason Kidd's top 45 assists posted by the NBA channel on YouTube. Let's take a look at it. Top 45? Why not just do top 50? I never understood that, but let's take a look here.
Instead, he tries to penetrate and misses. Oh, what hand. What a feed to Jefferson. Oh, and a change
Nasty.
for a three-point play as he lays it in, and Ginobili got it.
Doesn't matter because
Nasty.
he got the rebound and the easy field goal.
Here's Anthony against Martin. And Scalabrine knocked it away. Kidd feeds. Scalabrine behind the back. Oh, that's special. Kenyon Martin on the dunk.
And that's the way you get him back, too.
2-on-1. Googs to Kidd. Back to Googs. And they got it. Very well done.
He handled the fast break perfect. Gave it to Jason, knowing he could get it back.
That's not super impressive.
The players out in the court.
Oh, I remember this one. That is a pinpoint alley-oop.
Carter with a little icing on the cake.
That was a sick dunk.
Right up on Houston, who lost it. Oh, what a feed from Jason Kidd.
Nice little two-handed scoop. Put the ball right in front of him on the fast break.
Watch the spin on the ball, a little back spin.
Look at that spin, dude. I didn't even catch the spin at first.
And here's Howard on the pickup of a loose ball. What a great no-look pass by Kidd for Nowitzki.
That was a tough pass. He had to be quick and decisive on that one.
What he was going to do with the ball before he caught it. That great peripheral vision hitting Nowitzki.
Watch it. Got rid of it quick. No look.
He already looked.
Yes.
Carter, miss, snatched by Adams. Here's the lead. Carter on the
Caught it all in one motion. Right up.
Kidd and Carter.
Rimming out at three and getting chase and getting out of transition is Kidd. He hit the three of them.
See, I thought that pass was going to Dirk. Clever. Because he looked at Dirk first, and I was like, all right, he's going to get it to Dirk. Dirk going to pull up and shoot.
Love to have a double-digit advantage going into the locker room. They are up 10 right now. Look at that find. Kidd down into the paint. And
Right there, using his body, too, to create space so Chandler could finish with the dunk.
He just shook his head.
Blocking the defender off.
I know what that feels like. They said, okay, you can take it off now, and he didn't take it off, and he's worn it for years.
Flip Murray missed the shot. Nifty pass, and there's here.
You very seldom see behind-the-back passes on a bounce pass. You see the straight pass.
Dude, absolute magician.
And a nice catch. And a
Absolute magician with the basketball.
And Kidd has it. And against three defenders, Jason Kidd goes behind to Jefferson. What a play by Jason Kidd.
He had to get rid of that ball, too, because he was about to travel. Do you realize how hard of a pass that is? That is a ridiculously hard pass. Look at the angle. Look at the angle. Look where the defender is. Let's take that one back. Look at you see it better in fast motion. You see it better in fast motion. Dude, he
makes it look easy. You don't want to be out getting a hot dog or popcorn or a Coke when it's time to play and Kids in the ball game.
They're coming out of the gate a little differently than against Orlando, the Warriors are.
Woo.
Fake by Kidd and deals it to Jones.
Warriors have to generate some offense.
Just that little movement right there is just enough to freeze up the defender.
And the rebound battled for, and Kidd able to deflect it and finally come away with it gorgeous behind the back.
Beautifully done.
We'll put that in a time capsule. Tell you how vital Jason Kidd is in every way. Swatted by McCullough. Nets trigger the break. Kidd, oh, dipsy-do. He got rid of it to Martin.
He got up in no man's land.
Incredibly hard pass.
Another big turnover. And Kidd just
Look at the tap, dude. I love tap pass. Look at that. Body moving, catches it, puts it right where it needs to be. It wasn't sloppy. That's a good thread right there. It's a really good thread.
once again, we see Kidd. He makes it look so easy.
3 defenders right there in the pot.
He takes his,
Look at that.
not even looking, just
Look at
lays
that.
it in front.
That's a very
No look.
by Thomas.
And the Mavericks, Jason Kidd. Oh, what a pass to Terry. Makes the
Got
defensive
Jason Terry
play,
out here
gets
dunking.
the steal, and as pretty of a pass as you'll ever see.
It's just so effortless. It's just so easy. The game is so easy for him.
He saw him.
For the net. Kaman had his pocket picked by Vaughn. Race to the rim. He's got the angle with Kidd. Bank and slam.
There you see Kidd ahead of the field. Lay it off.
Off the backboard.
Like Vince. That's going to be a smackdown. Who said to Kevin Durant, go win the title?
Oh, what a play.
Dude, do you see where he put that off the backboard? That was so high, so he had to put the English on it. So when it came off the backboard, it hit the perfect angle.
Kidd, no look. Van Horn.
Sick.
Slash Jason Kidd with a blind feed. Perfectly done to Van Horn.
Oh my God. Look at that pass, dog. Look at that pass,
The
dog.
ball gets through them all, past them. The completion by Kenyon Martin, just a beautiful pass that time by Jason Kidd. He knows where
If he was looking at Kmart the whole time, they would have caught that pass.
My. How about Bass getting the pass in the dunk?
What a pass.
Leading a man in transition, a Jason Kidd special.
Kidd on the run. Kidd for right. What a pass from Jason Kidd.
I bet you a lot of people expected him to throw it behind him right there to Mikey Moore. I love Mikey Moore as a player. I really liked him. He had great energy, man. I like that guy.
They're daring him to shoot outside and try to keep him out of the middle.
Dude, he threads the needle like nobody's business, bro.
Jason Kidd, right to Carter. Went through 3 Celtics because of the bounce.
Crazy.
The pass tipped away by Collins.
That's twice he's tried to make that pass and had it picked off.
Oh, he hammered it and won.
I don't think this one should have been 19.
Look at that.
You know what? Nah. I thought he looked at Carter.
Out of the way.
I think he saw him at out his peripheral at the last second.
JC looking up at that replay saying that'll go platinum. Recapture the lead.
The crossover, dog. The crossover. Kidd. Woo, woo. Double crossover.
And another turnover. Here comes Kidd running with Kenyon Martin.
Dude, nobody could put it off the backboard like Kidd, bro.
Kiss me once.
Nobody could put it off the backboard like Kidd. The English is spectacular.
Jason Kidd using glass like few have done before.
Yo.
Forces a timeout to the rim. No. Up the floor. Jefferson behind the back.
And one sweeping motion catches the bad pass, actually. Defender coming to cut him off behind the back.
Kidd tries again. Kidd's rebound. Oh, to get to Mikey Moore. And the foul. Wow.
I love me some Mikey Moore, man. Look at that.
Kidd saves it. What a pass inside to Haywood. What a pass by Jason Kidd with his 7th assist.
And when you have a guy like Kidd, I mean, he's just so, I mean, he's looking over in the corner, a look away. When you have great players, Kevin, sometimes they just make great plays by themselves.
He really sets the tone for this Dallas team.
No question.
His 6th rebound of the half. Kidd on a spin to the hoop. Razzle dazzle. Jefferson.
Cut, spin, behind the back, all the way out to the three-point line. Saucy. Right in hand, right in his hand. Right in his hand, right in his hand.
Kidd out rebounds Turkoglu. Here's Kidd dribbling wizardry. Oh, what a feed! Jason Kidd to Jefferson. He's got incredible vision.
That's not fair. I mean,
Bruh.
that's as pretty as you will see a
Bruh.
fast break ran in this league.
Bruh.
Great job of running by Jefferson.
You got that one is so much better in fast motion. That one is so much better watching it real time. The replay don't do it justice. Watch it. He even shook the cameraman. Whoop.
Oh, what a pass. Jefferson with the finish.
That's not fair. I mean, that's as pretty as you will see a fast break ran in this league.
Woo,
Great job
woo,
of running by
woo.
Jefferson and Kidd. Now you see it, now you don't. And then Jefferson finishing, running, trusting his point guard that he's going to make the right play.
Kidd again, number 2 in the NBA in steals. Comes up with another one. Ahead it comes to McDyess. Oh,
Dude, I've seen Kidd throw a couple of those half-court alley-oops.
Kidd to McDyess. Timeout, Vancouver.
Kill Vancouver with their steals. He throws.
Dude, I think in an All-Star game, I might be wrong, but I think he threw it off the backboard from damn near half-court.
Drive behind the back pass. Aaron Williams, he'll dunk it
I
down.
could be wrong, but I have to look that up.
Terrific behind the back. No look pass by Jason Kidd.
That's a bad.
Or it was from the three-point line with the left. It was from the three-point line with the left hand off the backboard.
Might not want to give it up there.
Underhand.
Down the lane, over the back to Popeye.
My God. Underhand, left hand.
Kid wants a foul, but what a magical pass over the head that time. It ended up in the hands of
That was saucy. You kidding me? You kidding me? You kidding me?
Up to the rack, and Martin with the flush, doing an outstanding job for New Jersey. I mean, that's a whale of a play right there. Doesn't get any better than that.
I love that pass. I love that pass.
Jason Kidd with assist number 7.
Pushing the ball in transition. I can't even begin to describe that play. And then finding RJ running the floor, trusting his point guard.
How about the Warriors beating the Celtics on Friday night?
You kidding me? Did you see that? Low scoop, underhand, kind of flick up, perfect bounce pass. Whoop. Spin on it.
Oh, you're right.
Look at that. Look at that.
By a remarkable player in a
Bro, people don't understand how hard these passes are, man.
Intended for Beatrice. Here comes Kidd. 3-on-1. Goes behind the
Kidd with a spectacular play.
This is just pushing the basketball. Okay, defense. Take him to the streets. Monte Ellis, his family has to be mad at Jason Kidd. That's not fair. You don't do that to my nephew.
Jason is thinking, you know, the folks back in the Bay Area where I grew up will really enjoy.
Cliff Robinson's defense forced it. Oh, beautiful feed to Jefferson.
Yo, I love watching that squad play with Richard Jefferson and Vince Carter.
Kidd ahead to Harris. He runs it down, lays it up and in.
Dude,
How about that pass selection?
did you see that?
He just comes up with something new.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at the spin. And the defender was actually had the trajectory to collide with the ball. But if he didn't put that spin on it, he might have intercepted it. Gotta watch that. That is a ridiculous pass. I gotta go back to it. It's a ridiculous pass, man. Watch this. Look at that. My God.
Now, how about that pass selection? Who would have thought of that? And he just comes up with something.
Look at this.
New
Whoop.
almost every night. How about the spin too? Look at this. It's almost unbelievable to head down.
See, they're going to have Yao Ming guard Jason Kidd, so Kidd can't see over the top, and he can't.
You know this is an alley-oop to win the game. 0.4 seconds left. Over Yao Ming. Over Yao Ming. That's impressive. That's impressive. That's impressive. But yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I got Jason Kidd, top 5 all-time point guards. Extremely underrated. People really forget about his accolades and his accomplishments as a player. People really just forget about defense. Like, they totally ignore players that have all these all-NBA defensive selections and all these other records these players hold, and people just, choose to forget about it, don't know about it. or legitimately forget about it. But I'm here to set the record straight. I don't know where you place Jason Kidd. Like I said, I think anywhere inside the top 10 is acceptable. I got him in my top 5, but I think anywhere in the top 10 is acceptable. But what really irks me is when people leave him outside of the top 10, or even think putting him in the top 10 is questionable, because to me it's not questionable given his track record, given his resume, and given the eye test. I don't even think how you could debate Jason Kidd not being a top 10 point guard of all time. But that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Tell me what you think. Where do you think Jason Kidd ranks as an all-time point guard? Let me know. I would be interested in hearing your opinion. And, go to war in the comment section. And, take care. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And catch you on the next one. Peace.